Welcome. Welcome to the 1000 Million Foundation. I am Dolla50. The most recent track that I introduced that I went to the studio and made, it wasn't actually about killing, but it's based on having the direction of that type of energy. Like if somebody do something to, if somebody smack you and you don't do nothing about it, then that energy is caked up somewhere. So it's like you sleep hypothetically, and somebody playing with your dick, or playing in your pants, and and the amount of energy that will be contained in that experience every day would be somewhere lurking. Now, with that level of information said, like, it sounds impossible for some past experience with a silver ankh and diamond rings to be a factor. But you have situations where past experiences, relationships with silver ankhs and diamond rings, could be used as some type of, principle in time where nobody else has a diamond ring and nobody else has a silver ankh. So it would be a primary tool to use to play with your dick, because who else would be playing with your dick? So listen, the point that I'm making is death kills. It's not actually people dying, but the possibility of that level of energy being contained somewhere, lurking, could kill somebody. It could be a deadly weapon, for somebody's personal silver ankh or somebody's personal diamond ring, and when you have that type of mentality circulating, what you have is you have mental health with no doctor, with a new doctor. You have the locality you're in, the jurisdiction you're in, with their ways in action, their practices. So you have their practices, you have the habits of the establishment, and what has to be done is it has to be some type of trial. You can only be innocent or guilty. It has to be a trial, and within this trial, it would have to be some type of direction of justice, law and order. Without order, there's chaos. So without order, there being chaos. There has to be some type of logical court hearing based on, dividing the difference between crime and punishment. There has to be punishment if there's a crime. The same way when they enslaved the people and they never went to jail for it. They never went to jail for enslaving the people. When they chopped people's limbs off for trying to get away, they never went to jail for it. It was just a crime of war, hypothetically. It was a crime of war, and chopping off limbs was like a practice of the slave owner. It was just the way they did things. So when you got situations like that still circulating, not the limbs being chopped off, but the mentality still circulating, this is the jurisdiction where slavery began. So when you have any inconsistencies with law and order with the federal, as opposed to the federal government, what you have is a Civil War type extreme present. It's like a Civil War type extreme, and what it is people fighting for the right to have slavery, and people fighting against it in the federal government. People oppose slavery in the federal government. So when you see dream kills represents being able to rest without anybody tampering with your sleep. Peace. $1.50.